When I go into a meeting to meet a new client, I ask how much money are they making? And what their response is wait, let me check my bank account. This is pretty much how much money I'm making. So if they have $50,000 in their bank account, or if they have $200,000 in their bank account, they think that this is their profits. And that is essentially their profit and loss and retained earnings of the business. That is one really bad habit that small businesses could have, and I want to change that. First things first, there are more than just those type of expenses in your bank account. So those are the expenses that have been paid out of your bank account already, but there are missing expenses and missing liabilities for your business. Those expenses could be your GST, your income tax, your wages tax, your superannuation, and not just your employer obligations, but also payments that you need to make to suppliers, or payments that you need to make to your creditors or accounts payable. There's a lot of expenses that can come out. So sometimes a client would have $100,000 in their bank account at the start of the month, and then by the end of the month, they realize they've got zero or they're negative. As a result, they will affect the cash flow of the business. And then what would happen is that the business will not be able to determine their fixed costs, their variable costs, the total sales per month, and they don't actually even know how much money they need to make to break even. And that's a big issue. And that, as a result, means that they cannot make fast business decisions for their business, and they can lose out on opportunities. And such opportunities could be they had an external stakeholder in their business that they need to provide information to, and they need to provide financial statements, but they are unable to provide that information because all their profit loss is their bank statements. Most external stakeholders, such as banks, insurance companies, mortgage brokers, or finance companies, need more information. And that's why it's really important to know your numbers, know your financial statements, and know how much a small business is making. So what my recommendation is when it comes to knowing your numbers is know your profit and loss. Whether it's on a monthly basis or annual basis or quarterly basis, just make sure you know how much that is. One thing you also need to make sure that you keep a track of is how much you're paying on a monthly basis and how much you're receiving. So that's your accounts payable and accounts receivable. It's really important to know how much money is coming in and out, because if you don't know that, then you can't make quick decisions. And the last thing you need to know is your tax liability. So I'm not just talking about your income tax, we're also talking about your GST, your goods and services tax, your superannuation, and any other type of taxes that you need to pay, like FBT. Make sure that you set up your accounting software properly from the start, so it is a breeze when it comes to trying to know your numbers, because you have that information in front of you and it's always in the cloud and always live, so you can know about that information. So best to know your numbers so you can make quick decisions and not lose money at the end of the day. So the next time someone asks you how much your business is actually making, don't look at your bank statements. Make sure you have a profit and loss in place so you can actually know your numbers properly.